In this video, we're sharing something that every Franklin homeowner and home buyer in 2026 needs to know: what really happened in our local real estate market in 2025. If you've been watching the news and wondering whether now is the right time to sell or buy in Franklin, or if you're just curious about what your home is actually worth in today's market, this video is for you. Let's dive into the data. 2025 marked a defining moment for Franklin real estate. After years of what could be called the frenzy, where homes were selling with multiple offers way above asking price, we've now reached what we're calling the great stabilization. To be clear, stabilization is a relative term. It's a healthier, more balanced market, but it's one that still favors the home seller. Despite a modest cooling off, Franklin home values have appreciated over 44% since 2020. Think about that for a moment. If you bought your home just 6 years ago, you're sitting on a substantial amount of equity. 2026 presents a prime opportunity to sell. Now let's talk some numbers. The median sale price in Franklin rose from $727,000 in 2024 to $730,000 in 2025. That's a 0.41% increase, which is essentially flat. Now I know what you're thinking, that's barely any growth at all. And you're right, but it's the context that matters here. After years of double-digit annual gains, reaching this plateau at $730,000 means your home's value has stabilized at historically high levels. You're not losing ground, you're holding steady on top of a mountain of appreciation. For home buyers, the fact that prices are essentially flat in 2025 is very encouraging. 2026 looks to be a good time to take the plunge and secure the stability of home ownership. What's even more telling is that the median list price actually decreased slightly, dropping 1.41% from about $710,000 to roughly $700,000. This tells buyers something important. Sellers are becoming more realistic about pricing, which is actually good news for everyone in 2026. Here's where things get really interesting. Sales volume in 2025 increased by 6.19%, with 223 homes sold compared to 210 homes sold in 2024. After hitting a low point in 2024, home supplies are marginally improving. We saw median days to offer increase from 6 days in 2024 to 7 days in 2025. So we're still very pro-seller. If sellers price properly, homes are receiving offers in just 1 week. That's still a very strong seller's market by any historical standard. The sale to list ratio remained essentially the same in 2025. Buyers were paying 1.68% over asking price in 2024, and they paid 1.18% over asking in 2025. Looking back to 2020, it becomes clear the bidding war frenzy has cooled. But home buyers, bidding wars still have been happening in 2026, and homes are still selling above asking price if the home is priced to market. Turnout at open houses so far in 2026 has remained strong. Franklin is desirable and competitive. If you like a home and seems properly priced, make your offer compelling and submit it quickly. And for home sellers, in this more stabilized market, overpricing now will get punished with longer days on market and the potential for asking price reductions as time on market goes on. So make your asking price realistic from the start and you'll reap the benefits. Looking ahead to 2026, we're guided by 3 strategic principles. First, expect continued price moderation. The era of rapid double-digit gains seems to have ended, at least for now. Focus on your home's long-term value rather than short-term equity jumps. Second, strategic pricing is critical. Overpricing has become dangerous. Accurate, data-driven initial pricing is essential to avoid your home sitting on the market. Third, embrace the balanced horizon. Improving inventory signals a healthier, more predictable market. Buyers will have a bit more from which to choose, and sellers must be prepared to price realistically or risk sitting unsold on the market. If you're thinking about selling your Franklin home in 2026, the market has changed, and your strategy needs to change with it. The good news is that Franklin remains strong, desirable, and competitive, especially in the $700,000 to $1.5 million range. I'm Warren Reynolds with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Commonwealth in Franklin. For nearly 3 decades, I've helped Franklin home sellers and buyers navigate every kind of market. If you're curious about where your home fits in this more stabilized landscape, let's connect for a complimentary, data-driven valuation. No pressure, just honest answers about what your home is worth today. You can reach me directly at 508-561-6259, and my contact information is right here on your screen. Let's have a conversation about your goals, and let's create a winning strategy together. Thanks for watching, and here's to your success in 2026.